好機と見える。
我答えよ。
超支流、いざ参る。第六天魔降臨数。
鬼神の娘、魚霊気が出るぞ。もっと楽しみましょう。
超支流剣山。
我答えよ。
私は舞いましょう。
Hello, what's up, man?
超支流剣山。関雲長が義の刃、この戦場にて示さん。
はあ。
や 超支流剣山。うっせえよ。
お呼びでしょうか。
超支流剣山。うっせえよ。
私から攻めても構わないかしら。
Yeah, somebody posted in the Reddit for this game the hardest difficulty. The final boss took like 7 assemble Musos to kill. So I am definitely not doing max difficulty in this game. It's just plain not gonna happen. That sounds really dumb. This game is already really lopsided because if you have a proper build, things die quick. But if you don't, everything takes forever. But it seems like the higher up that it scales, like that, even that stops mattering. Everything just has way too much health, and that's just shitty game design. I usually don't bother with harder difficulties if that's like the main thing that they change. Is just, you know, instead of 40,000 HP, they have 4 million. Like, that's always really bored me. The problem with this design as well is that you plateau in strength really quick in this game. The meta progression does not really allow you to surpass that obstacle without it just taking forever. I'm just plain not interested in doing that. The runs in this are already a little bit too long for me. I mean, a good run of this game is about as good as a average run on Astral Ascent, but like, that game's balancing is much better than this. That game is a lot better than this game. I'm hoping that they'll budge on stuff like that. People are already complaining about the HP sponges in this game as it is. And then apparently it only gets worse. It only gets worse from there. Oh, whoa! Hey, look who it is! Thanks, game. The algorithm blessed me. That's my favorite character. There it is. Hell yeah. That's pretty sick. You like the videos on this game? Yeah, I'm working on a video for Sasuke right now. Trying to figure out what works well with him. I just got his weapon. Yeah, I probably won't be doing max difficulty runs for this game because their idea of difficulty is, you know, we're just gonna add 3 digits to their health. And I don't find that to be fun. Plus, the other thing about this game is, what was I gonna say? I can't think now. My brain's not working right now. I lost my train of thought. Let me try to think here. I mean, the other thing about the game is that you plateau in strength really quick. The meta progression helps a little bit, but the stat bloat is too high for it to even matter. I'm only on like the 3rd difficulty, and I'm already seeing that to be a problem.
わしも付き合うで。
Let's just make everything an HP sponge. How about no? Reminds me of Assault Spy. I don't know how many of you guys played that game. But that game had the same problem. Now, it was different than this game because it was still, like, skill-based. Instead of having to rely on a build. But everything took so long to kill. I actually did the hardest difficulty on that game before he nerfed it. But then when he nerfed it, the game became so much better. It became a lot better, actually. Alright, so I need a torchbearer. And, I think Bolt. Build helped you clear the game for the first time, yeah. That's the problem with this game's balance. You either curb stomp everything and the bosses don't get a chance to move, or it takes forever. That's just how this game works. It's very lopsided. I had some people tell me I didn't know how to play the game. I'm like, yeah, maybe the first couple videos I didn't, but guys said that on the video I put up yesterday. I'm like, well, I cleared the game in under 40 minutes. How are you gonna tell me I don't know how to play the game? People are so dumb, man. I don't know how to play the game, sure. I never said I was the best, for one. That's something that people do on YouTube all the time. They like to put words in your mouth. There was an old content creator on here. He put it best, because it was really bad back then, too. He was doing this back in, like, 2006, like I was. He said, it's wise words. But he said, I never said I was the best. Don't put words in my mouth. People love to do that on YouTube. They do it so much. I'm like, okay, if you're saying I don't know the game, then where's the video of you doing better? Of course, there's no video in sight.
お仕事パパッと片付けちゃおう。
俺も最善を尽くす。
So what's interesting about being a moderately successful content creator is people create egos for you, even if you don't have one yourselves. It's happened to me so much on this site. I'm like, dude, I never said I was the best, man. I just try to help people. I mean, I'm definitely above average at the shit I play. But I never said I was the best. Very weird. Parasocial.
つかまん。
さて期待しておるぞ。
The double orbs? Oh, that's good to know. Thank you.
そうでなくてはな。我に答えよ。
キリンジの際天下に示す。
I wonder how much that holds up on the higher difficulties, though. Because this is just a numerical strength difficulty, the most boring kind of difficulty. They do seem a little bit more aggressive, but the fact that they have so much health kind of makes that a moot point. I mean, you don't even get anything for it. You don't even get anything for it. The rewards are garbage. Somehow, when making this game and taking obvious inspiration from successful roguelikes, you know, popular ones,
これは
at no point did anybody come up to them and say, you know, maybe the difficulty should be something besides just giving them more health. But they doubled down, and you don't get any kind of way to really get stronger to combat that. Which is how other roguelikes that rely on numerical strength difficulty, that's how they manage it. Not this game. Remember how he had 40,000 HP? Well, now he's got 4 million. Isn't that exciting? Not really. Look at how hard we worked on our difficulty. We added 2 digits. It's much harder now, right? It's not really harder. It's doing the same thing for longer. Which for a game like this is really exhausting. The only run variety in this game, compared to other roguelikes, is the characters that you use and the builds. Everything else is exactly the same. It's the same run every time, pretty much.
全身全霊にて参る。
The best formations are the ones that make you invincible. The ones that make you invincible when you put your Unite mode on. Those are the best ones. Like, by far.
期待しておるぞ。
Everything else is worse than that. There's a couple on the upper end of the meta progression tree. It may not be clear what they do, but they make you invincible during Assemble, so they're very overpowered. mean, the recommendation thing is just there to save you time and give you an idea of how to make your build, but after I stopped following it, the game got a lot easier. The recommendation likes to gaslight you into thinking that things are good when they're not. You don't want to just take stuff based on the combat power, which is a mistake that I made when I first played this game. You actually do not want to do that. That's kind of why I'm making these. I'm focusing on these build videos right now. These build videos are kind of a way to teach people what's good for each character. I'm obviously not going to do all 100 characters, but just like my favorites, I'll do a couple of them. Hey, thank you. Some people were complaining about the length of the video. How bad is your attention span? I'm not going to say I don't ramble, because I do. And I do unedited content and unscripted, but I try to explain everything the best I can, so that when you watch it, you know what the game is like and if it's, you know, your kind of thing or not. And people complain. Most people probably watch OnlyFans streams for like 8 hours a day, so I don't really care. They'll pay $800 for a OnlyFans stream, but they won't watch informative, honest content. They won't watch that. Or they'll watch mind-numbing TikTok videos. At least I'm trying to provide something useful. Well, you do this for as long as I have, you learn to not really give a shit what people think. Some people like what you're doing pretty good, I guess, as far as I'm concerned. Alright, I think I can kind of got an idea of how to build with him. What I'm doing is stacking damage. You have to pay attention to this right here. This doubles his attack because he's aligned with the Sanada in the normal games. So the barrier is going to go down a lot quicker. And this as well. So Guan Ping gives 30% to the barrier. And she gives Assemble Gauge when you inflict wounds, so that's like a meter gain and barrier break build, and then your damage can come from other sources. It's a good idea. They put that in there because a lot of the building in this game is a lot easier if you've played a lot of the games these characters are from. But if you don't know them, or you're not super familiar, or you haven't played a Musou game in a while, it's very convoluted. So I can see why they put that in there, but if you just kind of go by what the number says, you're not making the right decisions. I made that mistake too, and I've been playing Musou games since 2000. I've been playing a really long time. So I'm not calling anyone out for being a noob. I made that mistake too. You do have to pay attention to what you put on your character.
無駄のない勝利を目指す。
You know, there was another game, I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but Kamen Rider Batride War Genesis was very much like this, where if you had knowledge of the source material, it was a lot easier to put shit on your character. But if you didn't, and like, what are all these toy-looking people, which toy-looking person do I put on my character, you know, to make them stronger? This game kind of has the same problem. It's nice that they have that, but once you start to learn what's good for your character, like which officers to choose, the game becomes a lot easier. What's up, man? How you doing? I do? I don't really look at my viewership. I have viewership. I'm not used to having viewership. I don't really look at my viewer count. You can watch if they want. Usually when I stream, I'm not really doing anything that interesting, kind of just... just doing whatever I feel like. Yeah, see, Yukimura does not help. Yukimura does not help. Why are people so thirsty for this game? Why are people so thirsty for this game? I played Origins and those videos performed very badly, despite me getting a review key and having the game like 3 days early. I stayed up like until 6 AM making those videos for multiple days in a row. Destroyed my sleep schedule. And, the algorithm didn't like that I did that, but then I play this shadow-dropped roguelike game with a $3 budget, and I guess because all the big channels aren't playing it, the algorithm's like, oh, they want to see more of this. Like, wait. I'm supposed to be the Muso guy. I got very discouraged with my channel after Origins came out, because the effort did not pay off. It's just how YouTube is. You put tons of effort into something and the algorithm flips you off and tells you that's not good content. Very easy to get discouraged on this site. The site is legit terrible for your mental health. At least, as somebody who makes content on the site is so bad for your mental health. Oh, wow, thank you. I know you're new here, but, it's a very badly kept secret. I'm very poor. I really don't make a lot of money, so I appreciate that you liked the long-form, clickbait-free content, because that's not what does well on this site. Lying to people and wasting people's time. and making a bunch of rage bait stuff. That's what does well on here. Lying to people and being a shithead is what does well on here. So I appreciate that. But in the future, if you decide to donate, I'm like down to like $8 right now. So in the future, if you choose to support me, that's why I put my link in the pinned message, because I do not get those super chats until like a month from now. And that's the main reason why it's there, why I put that there every stream, because I don't want somebody to come in here, I don't know, Elon Musk or something, and say, oh, here's a $20,000 donation. It's like, well, I won't see that for I won't see that for a month. YouTube puts content creators in a really shitty position because people complain about you putting the donation link, and I'm like, well, I don't want somebody to come in here and drop a big donation and I have to tell them I will not see it for over a month. That's why that is there. But thank you anyway. It's not your fault you didn't know that. That's why I hate having to put that there, because it makes people feel bad. But it's no one's fault except Google. And they want a cut of the stuff that we do.
力いっぱい頑張るね。
Well, Gaijin, you put out stuff that, like, nobody else is putting out, so... I'm actually not very surprised that your videos do well. Don't get discouraged when it doesn't. It's not your fault. You put out consistently good content for topics that big channels don't cover. You definitely deserve the success. You deserve more success. You're very skilled at action games. I found your channel from a Samurai Jack video you put up like ages ago. That's how I found your channel. I'm like, wow, this guy likes the same shit that I do. I was looking for footage on Samurai Jack and I found your channel. I mostly do unedited, unscripted content because there have been times, like for Origins, where I worked my ass off on those videos and they did poorly. I feel like for stuff like this, people don't really care, they just want the education.
私もいいですか?
So this is 18 speed. This is 18 speed right now. You get 3 dodges, and they come back like instantly. They come back like instantly. That's really cool. You got me on PayPal, really. I'll check it after the run. Thank you, though. Thank you for supporting clickbait-free content. I try to not waste people's time. Unfortunately, that does not lead to success on YouTube most of the time. The meta is wasting people's time or talking about, you know, what some content creator did. I don't know, they slash somebody's tires or something. Make an hour-long video about that. Useless topic that doesn't matter. And you can make a living off it, but actually being passionate about stuff, like, the site just doesn't promote it. I got 2 of the orbs, cool.
参戦す
Got
る
2 categories max this run. This run is nuts. I'll check the donation after this. I'm focused on the game right now. I don't really do the whole, donation alert thing. I try to keep things minimalist.
逆らう者は皆殺しじゃ
It's a very hard thing to balance because people want to be noticed for donations, but at the same time it can be very disruptive. If I'm trying to like explain something, suddenly there's some massive, you know, donation coming up. Yeah, I'll look at it after I'm done. Want to wait around? I'll thank you. I'm almost done with the run. Well, part of the problem with the poor performance of my Origin stuff is that there are a lot of really large channels that don't normally play these kinds of games playing it. And the algorithm is obviously going to promote them instead, even though I've been one of the main Muso content creators on this site since the beginning. I was very depressed about how bad those videos did, but I know it's not my fault. When they do updates for that game, I know that those videos will do well because all the normies will be long gone from the game. So, I'm not too worried about it, but I definitely was mega depressed about that for a while. So his emblem is his unique weapon is pretty interesting. What it does is when you get one of these, the speed emblem, it gives you 2. Let me see if any of these guys help. Is my stick drifting? I think my stick is drifting. Is my stick drifting? Why is it doing that? Glad I'm not recording right now. I'd be pissed.
助立ちいた。うっせえよ。うっせえよ。
私から攻めても構わないかしら。
How was the stream quality, by the way? Make sure you're watching on 1080p 60 if your net can handle it. I'm trying a different codec because I'm going to be playing this game for a while, and this game is a nightmare to stream because of all the stuff going on. The encoder can't handle it, so I tried to upgrade the encoder. Alright, that's pretty good for a test run. Holy crap! That is a hell of a donation. Thank you. Wow. Thank you. I'm not gonna act like it's not needed. It's like some content creators are like it's never needed. I'm like, bullshit. Of course you need it. It is definitely needed. Full disclosure. Thank you. In any case, so he gets speed added to his attack. Let's see, who else did I get? It's kind of late. I don't know if I feel like doing another run. Well, I got his. So he gets a Assemble Gauge charge for every Tokugawa emblem. So all these guys in here, pretty much. Oh no, not actually. So he can get. He can get like 70% Tokugawa, or with the Tokugawa emblems. You can get 70% assemble gauge charge, with his unique weapon. I think I got a couple others actually. I mean, let me see who I got. I just got his. I just did his run. In Burgerland, yes, it is 2 a.m. and 1 a.m. in Burgerland right now. Hey. It's ass o'clock for me, but for the people from Europe, this is a Europe-friendly stream. That's what streamers call Europe-friendly when they're from America. American streamers. EU-friendly streams are like, it's like ass o'clock for us. But sometimes larger streamers, they do streams like this because they have a lot of supporters from other countries, and the time zone difference makes it hard for them to watch live. So sometimes they'll do like Europe-friendly streams. They probably fuck up their sleep schedule doing it. But joke's on you, my sleep schedule's already fucked up. It's been fucked up. It runs in my family even. My grandma is in her 80s and still stays up till like 1, 2 in the morning all the time. So I guess I was just born like this. Apparently it has less to do with me being a degenerate gamer. I've always been doing degen gaming marathons since I was a kid. Some of my best experiences growing up was playing games so long that the sun would come up. I'd play games until like 6 in the morning, and that was always like some of my best experiences. Let me look at the Google Doc right here. Actually, let me post this in the chat. Post this in the chat. Actually, we're going to take a quick break from this and look at the Steam sales, because I just got a generous donation. But I don't like that game's title screen music, so we'll switch scenes here a little bit. See if there's anything on sale that would be good for like a kitty sitting stream or something. Let's see here. I was kind of looking at this game for like a kitty sitting stream game. I think maybe I'll do like one more run. I'll do the Ling Tong run and try to figure out a build for him. And then I'll probably call it a night. The problem with making content for this game is not the game itself. It's the fact that the file size for these videos is massive. If you guys watched that video I put up yesterday, it was 12 gigabytes. A 12 gigabyte video. Like the encoder is working really hard to to make footage of this game. It was only like a 50-minute video. It was like 12 gigs. If I played like one of my indie games right now, it would be like a fraction of that size. It took me like 3 hours to upload that video. So I have to legit plan my streams around making shit for this game. Like when I'm working at my neighbor's house or I'm sleeping or something. Because I basically can't stream for 3 hours while it's doing that. And like every run of that game, at least the ones I'm going to be doing for the guides, which are just going to be the first difficulty, it's going to be like 12 gigabytes every time. That's really bad. I have the space for it. It's just the time is the problem. I like Pirate Warriors 4. It's not as good as 3. The combat was better in 3. The combat was a lot better in 3. 4 had some really nice stuff, though. Like, the building destruction was cool. Some of the new characters were fun. There were some good things about it, but what I can't stand about that game is the gacha pull hit stun. Where they, like, hit that damage threshold and they just kind of do that red anime fart that comes out of their body. And it just blows you away. It completely kills what a Musou game is to me. It's really fun to be in the zone in a Musou game and just, like, land everything perfectly. That's something I never get tired of, but in Pirate Wars 4, you just can't do that. You do a combo and they just kind of get out whenever they feel like it. It's really dumb. That game was also devoid of content as well. Like, I got the platinum on Steam in like 40 hours, and there was nothing left to do. And then they did the first DLC pack, but there was nothing to use those characters on. It became a better game after they did the second character pass, because they added like extra modes. They added more progression and stuff. There was more of a reason to play. The first DLC was kind of weird. Well, here's the game right here. The first DLC was kind of weird because the characters that they sold you in the season pass were way better designed than the ones that were in the base game, but it took like 9 months for them to release because they did a pack of 3 every 3 months. So, like, by the time the final DLC came out, the game was close to a year old, and most people did everything in the game in like the first month. And then they randomly came back like years later and they're like, oh, here's 9 more characters. I'm like, dude, what? You guys stopped supporting this game like 9 months after release. Why are you coming back with more characters? And the answer for that is because just One Piece is just never going to end. It's one of those memes about never-ending shonen anime. That's what One Piece is. It's never going to end. They're talking about how they're in their final arc. I'm like, dude, it's going to go on another fucking 20 years. So what they did was they dumped the new Luffy form and everything in that game because they didn't have another game to put him in. They wanted to do, like, cross-promotion with the new form and the anime and stuff, but they're like, wait, we don't have a new game. And, like, the anime and the manga progress so slowly, they can't make a Pirate Warriors 5. So that's why they did that, but it was still very random. It's kind of strange because Pirate Warriors 2, I'm not a One Piece fan at all. I've never watched any of it. I don't even really like One Piece. But I don't know if people played Pirate Warriors 2, but Pirate Warriors 2 was supposed to be a solution to that problem because it was basically a fan fiction. It had nothing to do with it had nothing to do with what was going on in the mainline media for the franchise. It was a fan fiction, but apparently the One Piece fans didn't like that. And personally, for me, as a non-One Piece fan, I think that was kind of a cool idea because it released them from the shackles of, like, this guy's never going to fucking finish this anime or this manga. It's never going to finish. It goes on forever. It's already been almost 30 years and still not over. Like, let's just do our own thing and, like, add new characters, and we don't have to worry about what's going on in the story. But apparently Pirate Warriors 2 didn't do well, so they stopped that idea. A lot of people have been asking for Pirate Warriors 5, and it's like, well, I think the bad reception to Pirate Warriors 2 being a fan fiction dream match kind of thing like KOF 98 didn't go over well. Well, they make the original endings. They did that with Pirate Warriors 3 as well. I was told by real-life friends of mine that are obsessed with One Piece that the ending in that game was also fan fiction. But that's just because of the time frame between when they're actually working on the game and putting all the stuff in the game and whatever's going on in the manga. I guess it's hard to coordinate all that. So they just make shit up. But yeah, Pirate Warriors 2 was completely fan fiction. Had nothing to do with what was going on. I actually played the first Pirate Warriors game, mostly because it was a Musou game, but I actually watched all the cutscenes in that game because my friends just won't fucking shut up about One Piece. I've never liked the character designs, and also the fact that it's like 8,000 episodes long has made me never even have a molecule of interest in ever watching or reading it. But I did watch the cutscenes, and I thought that game was probably one of the better ways that they could get people into the franchise, because it was a very summarized... I mean, it went up to when he got the first upgrade, right? Whatever it's called. I thought it was cool because it kind of told you, like, why are people so obsessed with these weird-looking clown characters that are pirates? And I was like, I kind of get it now. I played through that game. But Pirate Warriors 1 is kind of a shit game for gameplay. Even if you're a fan of the source material, it's kind of a shit game for the gameplay because it was very experimental. The levels had like puzzles and exploration and stuff, and it was kind of cool, but I wouldn't really recommend ever playing the first Pirate Warriors. There's a reason why they only have 3 and 4 on Steam. The first one is this weird experimental, like, it's like a Musou game, but it's also like a single-player action campaign at the same time, and it's like an abridged origin story. I think it goes up to when Ace dies or something. I think I remember where it ends. But then, like, the other part of the game is just a normal Musou game. And then the second one is fan fiction. And I guess people didn't like that. They're probably not going to do that again. That's kind of what they do with the Kamen Rider games. The Kamen Rider games, they haven't really followed the story, like, at all. They kind of just do their own thing. Like, Memory of Heroes was a fan fiction, pretty much. The problem with the Kamen Rider games is they have a different problem. It's because Kamen Rider is about different forms and shit, right? But, like, when they advertise the season that's currently airing, you know, they don't have access to all the forms and stuff. So, whatever season they were supposed to be advertising, those characters would always be garbage gameplay-wise. Mostly because their show wasn't over yet. I'm not really seeing anything on here. Let me check GG Deals. Well, the worst thing about the Kamen Rider Batride War games is that they got really good after the third one, and then they stopped making them. And then also the PS4 version was such a half-assed upgrade. They barely did anything to it. I remember I paid full price for that game because it was like, it's kind of like Warriors Abyss. It's like I like Tokusatsu, and I also like Musou games, so the game's like perfect for me. I paid full price for it. The PS4 version, they did like nothing to it. they fucking... You want to know what they did for the PS4 upgrade for Batride War Genesis? They didn't uncap the frame rate, so the game is still 30 FPS. Which is funny in retrospect, because I actually commissioned a mod for 60 FPS Batride War Genesis. You can find the videos about it. I commissioned a video for that a while back, and it runs on the Steam Deck, like, max speed. The Steam Deck is, like, barely more powerful than the PS4, and it runs perfect. The only thing they did was they upscaled it to 1080p, and they added more peons. That's it. That's all they did to that game. It's such a shitty upgrade. They did like nothing to it. There's no reason why that game shouldn't have been able to run at 60 FPS on base PS4. They completely half-assed it. And now the PS4 version is not worth buying because you can just go download the ROM and you can use the patch. You don't actually need the commissioned patch anymore. I think somebody took that mod and they made it into an official RPCS3 patch. So you can just do it through the emulator. So actually I can show you. I can show you right now. Hold on. I'm not going to do another run. It's too late. But I'll show it right now. Give me a sec. Show you right here. So I'm assuming that they took the patch that I got made by somebody, and they like made it work without having to modify the files. Let me see here. You guys can't see it. Hold on. Let's show it like this. There you go. So the mod for Batride War is right here. And this is the exact same problem that's with the patch that I got commissioned. But yeah, you can play the game at like 60 FPS now. I'm going to assume, I've never talked to the person who did this, but it has the exact same problem that the one that I got commissioned did, so I'm assuming they took the file and made it universal, which is cool. I don't mind that people did that, but yeah, don't buy the PS4 version. It's played on PS3. It's the exact same game. Waiting for Ray Natus to be put on sale? Yeah, I'm waiting for that game to go on sale too. $50 is too steep for what I've seen of that game. I keep getting tempted to buy it, but I'm just like, I don't know, man. That's a little bit too steep. Yeah, it's best price for it right now is $50. I don't want to take donations for that game. Do not donate for that game. Do not donate for that game because I don't want to feel like I have to beat the whole game. I don't like to take donations for games unless I know that I'm going to finish it, or at least like give my honest opinion. I feel like Ray Natus would either be something I would finish or I would flush it. There's like no in between. No, I'd rather pay for that with my own money. It'll probably end up in Humble Bundle in a few months. I would be shocked if it didn't. Apparently, the highest concurrent player count for the PC version of Ray Natus is like 60 players. 60 players. 60 players for a major like publisher is like, that's dismal sales. That's really bad. Like indie games that are considered to be failures have sold more copies than that. The game was obviously very cheap to make, but there's no way that they made their money back on it. I think part of the problem as well is it has the same problem as Scarlet Nexus. From what I understand, what research I've done on the game, like the story doesn't actually end when you beat the game. You had to wait for post-launch patches, which has two problems. It does increase the value of the game, but like people don't come back. And like if you keep updating the game, people don't want to play it. That was the problem with Scarlet Nexus. They kept making that game better and adding more stuff to it, but like most people finished it in the first week. So it's like, you know, it's cool that you're adding all this new stuff, but I already finished the game, you know? I don't really want to go back. That's the problem with doing like a shit ton of updates for single player games. It could really backfire. But apparently they didn't finish the story. At least it's free. It's not like Asura's Wrath, where that game was like a full $60 game, and the ending was DLC that you had to pay for. If I remember correctly, it was you had to pay for it. That was such a stupid idea. It's worse in that game because from what I've seen of Asura's Wrath, it's like barely a game. It's mostly like QTE simulator and really shitty combat. It's like awesome set pieces, but it's like barely a video game. Why would you cut out the ending to sell it later? That seems so shitty. I can't imagine why they thought that was a good idea. Like, sorry, you have to pay more to, you have to pay more to get the actual ending. Like, I don't know about that shit, man. That's pushing it. Here, let's look at this really quick, and then I'm going to go ahead and go to bed. I'm actually pretty tired. I had a very difficult night at my neighbor's house tonight. The neighbor was having a rough time with stuff and not handling it well, and that puts a lot of stress on me, so I don't really feel like doing any more stuff tonight. It's already like almost 2 in the morning anyway. We'll be back in the morning. We'll do more Origins guide prep. Let's see, what's come out recently? I have a Humble account, so see if there's anything cool on here. Oh, the production values of that game are awesome, but it's like also barely a game. It's one of those games that you can get the full experience watching somebody play. It's not like a fighting game or a Musou game where like it's more fun to play than it is to watch. That's probably why they don't make many games like that anymore, because of the rise of people like me that upload playthroughs and stuff. like the game is, you get most of the experience just watching someone play, then that's obviously going to cut into sales, right? Because I've seen a good portion of that game, but I never once wanted to play it because I knew that the actual gameplay is pretty shitty. I've seen enough of that game to know like the actual gameplay is not that great. And like, yeah, if that's going to be the case, then why would I buy it? That's probably why they don't make games like that anymore. It must be really expensive to make, and then YouTube kind of kills any reason to actually play it or buy it. That goes for pretty much anything, though. There's always dickwads on here that will put up, like, the final boss of something, like the moment that the game comes out, and they put it right in the thumbnail, front and center. So, like, if you care about being spoiled, you can't go on YouTube at all. Because some dickwad's gonna do it, or put, like, the plot twist in the title. It's already like that with everything else, but with, like, interactive movie kind of games, yeah, I don't think they're really relevant anymore. Yeah, I usually don't really care about spoilers, but when Metroid Dread came out, I did a blackout for that game, because the Metroid Game Boy Advance games got me through some really rough times when I was a teenager, and I love both those games to death, and we hadn't gotten a new 2D Metroid in like 19 years, so I did a partial blackout for that game. I watched some gameplay of it to see if it was any good, but I didn't watch any of the cutscenes. And boy, that shit is really hard. You click on anything and it's going to be on the side. Somebody's already got the full ending, and they clickbait everything. It ended up not being worth it, though, as the story in that game was stupid. The story of Metroid Dread does absolutely nothing with everything they set up in Fusion. I'm like, I get why they did that, because it'd been like so long between the games. They didn't want to force people to have to play it. But I regret doing a media blackout for that game. I really regret it. I'm like, dude, that was not worth it at all. There was nothing worth it about that. Story in that game was dumb. Story of Metroid Dread is basically some, like, the final boss is basically a cool-looking neckbeard that talks to you through a computer and tries to get you to do stuff so he can make clones of you, if I remember correctly. And then you kick his ass, and then you, like, turn into a Metroid, but then the Chozo guy that you talk to, he takes the Metroid suit away, and then the game ends. That's it. Like, the main bad guy of Metroid Dread is, like, a guy that shitposts on YouTube. It's just some guy that shitposts on YouTube. You know, people that, like, say, oh, you suck at the game, or you don't know what you're talking about, or I'm so much better at this game than you, and then you look at their account, and they don't even have any videos. Or if they have videos, there's no video of whatever they're accusing you of being bad at the game on their channel at all. I've had that happen so many times. People are like, oh, you suck at this game, I would do so much better. I click on their channel, and all they've got is a bunch of Call of Duty frag montages with, like 30 views. I'm like, well, maybe you're good at Call of Duty, but you don't have any proof of you being good at this whatever weeb trash game I'm playing. Fuck off, seriously. Like, most of the time they don't have any videos, but if they do have videos, it's always like a Fortnite montage or something with like 12 views. I'm like, cool, you seem like you're pretty good at Fortnite, but you're not good at Warriors Abyss. You don't have any fucking proof of it, so shut the fuck up. One of the excuses I used to get, people have been doing this to me for decades, over a decade now. They'll say stuff like, "Oh, you suck at this game. I'm so much better." And then I'm like, I would actually respond to them at the beginning of my career on here. I would actually respond to them like, "Why don't you show me that you're actually better?" And then they would always have some excuse. I remember one guy, multiple people saying their camera was broken. Because back then it was harder to get capture cards. And, like, I understand that. I understand that back then it was a lot harder to record stuff. But, like, don't go on random people's channels, gaming channels, and say, I'm so much better than you. I'm like, where the fuck's your proof? Where's your proof? People do this really weird thing on, like, gaming channels on YouTube where they say that you suck, and then they have no proof of them being any better. And they expect you to like, get mad. I'm like, I just ban people like that now. I used to humor people like that, but it was really shit for my mental health. I stopped doing it. Alright, well, I'm not really seeing anything. I guess I'll check out Ling Tong's weapon for a little bit, and I'm gonna go ahead and go to bed. It's late. I want to see how his weapon works. I'll do like a little bit of a run and I'm going to go to bed. I'll never forget that guy that said his camera was broken, and that's why he couldn't back up all the shit talk. I'm like, dude, then go fix your camera, fuckwad. You're putting words in my mouth to begin with. I never said that I was the best at the game. I just have proof that I'm above average at it. You're saying you're so much better. Oh, my camera's broken. Like, dude, kindly fuck off. Seriously. Fuck right off, man. There were multiple people who did that at the beginning of when I started this channel.
我答え。
まあ付き合ってやるよ。
Yeah, my camera's broken. As soon as I got called out on being a shithead online, my camera just broke into pieces. Sorry, I can't record the video of me backing up my fragile ego. Sorry. Camera just turned into dust the moment that I said, the moment that I said to back up your shit talking. Or shut up. Camera just exploded. Sorry. I can't show proof. You know what's weird is people still do that. They still do that. They say, I got one a couple years back. It's like, oh, you suck at this game. If I was making this video, I'd be so much better. I'm like, then fucking record it, man. Even the Switch can do like 30% of game, or 30 seconds of gameplay. And of course they don't do that. There's always some excuse. What's worse is it was on a video of a Neo Geo game, so like, his fucking phone could have proved that he was better. His phone could have proved it. You can play that game on your phone, man. You don't even need a console. Screen record your phone, dickwad. I got one on the overview that I did. The guy said that I didn't know how to play the game. I'm like, dude, I just put up a video of me beating the game in under 40 minutes. How are you gonna tell me I don't know how to play the game? And again, I never said I was the best. I put up useful information for people for free. Guys, like, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, did you just watch the video? I beat the game. Clearly I know something. What the fuck is wrong with people, man? Doesn't even make any sense. You don't know what you're talking about. I just finished the game. Yeah, my cat was playing, sorry. The cats I take care of are playing the game. This is an elaborate scam, conspiracy scam, or conspiracy theory. It's not actually me playing. It's a cat that's playing right now. That's why I don't have a webcam. There's gonna be a video, 2-hour-long video essay about this tomorrow on some drama channel. Never once has it been me playing. It's a cat playing. Yeah, calling out people like that is exhausting. But I like to do it on streams when I know they're not watching. But yeah, I don't humor them anymore. But I thought you guys would like to hear some of the shit that's been flung at me for doing this for so long.
持てる全てをかけて勝利に導きましょう。やけどするぜ。私の出番か。やけどするぜ。これより攻めかかる。さて本気で行くとしますか。いいんじゃないの。
There was a guy, I also got another comment on that video earlier. The guy told me to stop complaining and teach him how to make the build. I'm like, if he watched the fucking video, you would get taught. How bad is your attention span? Like, if you don't like my yapping, then skip in the video. How hard is it, man? It's not hard to be a decent person. Just skip past into the gameplay. The thumbnail, it completely conveys what the video is, which is showing a full clear and learning how to play the character through the video. You want me to edit it out and edit every 5 seconds and put my open mouth in it or something? Like, the video does what it's supposed to do. No, my attention span's too fried from too many hours of TikTok. I can't watch more than 30 seconds of somebody talking. Brain is mush.
やけどするぜ。
我答え。
我が治癒で敵を撃つ。行くぞ。敵潰せ。
There we go. There we go. Nice. Got his boyfriend. You know what's funny in the trailer for this? They showed Gan Ning and Ling Tong next to each other. Somebody posted they put the boyfriends next to each other. Like, yeah. They are a weird mix of boyfriends and best bros. I thought their story in Dynasty Warriors 9 was terrible, though. The production values were so bad. Gan Ning dies on a log. Dies on a log. Everybody in that game died by, like, sitting down. It's very weird. It's like if they never stood up, they never sat down, they'd still be alive. Like Liu Bei would still be alive if he just never sat down. You get like one of those desks that people have to help their posture, or they're at the computer but they stand up. They just walk around with that the whole time, and they're like 800 years old. That's what Dynasty Warriors 9 taught me. The only thing that can kill you in Three Kingdoms is sitting down. Promoting a healthy lifestyle. Never... You never sit down, you just live forever. That's what that game taught me. DW9 was trying to do a big open world with negative budget.
けどするぜ。
天意に従わん。さあ今こそ規制を上げろ。いざ共に。
やけどするぜ。やけどするぜ。
天意に従わん。
私の出番だ。
大人に貴重がよいぞ。
行くとしますか。
これは
We'll finish out this run, alright? I don't want to blue ball people. Because I probably would not finish this run on stream anyway. Because I'm going to try to work on some of these guides later today. And then find a period of 6 hours where I don't need to upload anything. Because videos for this game are a real pain in the ass to make. Because of all the action on screen. It's really hard on the encoder. The soon saw video was 12 gigs, 12 gigabyte video. I may have to like not do full runs all the time. We'll see how I decide to solve that problem.
やけどするぜ。
そうでなくてはな。
微力ながら私も尽くしましょう。
私の出番だ。やけどするぜ。援護しよう。やけどするぜ。 やけどするぜ。
させんぞ。
やけどするぜ。
そうでなくてはな。
我が最地をお見せしよう。
電気と狂気の出番だぜ。
うん。
やけどするぜ。やけどするぜ。私の出番か。
敵を制圧する。果敢に攻めよ。
そうでなくてはな。
この手にて敵をうがつべし。
よく考えよ。
It'll be interesting when they add new characters to this game, because it will add a bunch more synergies, which is like the coolest thing about this game. Okay, so I already got Yukimura on there. What else is good for him? Taking the burn would be good, I think. I think I'll take him off and put Zhou Yu on just for the flat damage increase. Don't really need anything else. Build's pretty much online already.
我に答え。
参ります。
うん。
やけどするぜ。私が行こう。やけどするぜ。
我に答えよ。
俺も最善を尽くす。
やけどするぜ。援護しよう。やけどするぜ。援護しよう。
そうでなくてはな。
わしもタケルとしようぞ。
やけどするぜ。私が行こ
お呼びでしょうか。
う。援護しよう。
さあ戦を終わらせましょう。
Damn, shredded. I'm glad I'm streaming this because I have a reference for when I make his build video.
行くとしますか。
Try to get that up later today if I feel like it.
English やけどするぜ。やけどするぜ。援護しよう。やけどするぜ。お任せを。やけどするぜ。援護しよう。やけどするぜ。
よくやった。 我に答えよ。
影の遠征
Thanks, Kiryu.
剣山
I'll be playing Pirate Yakuza in a few days. In case you're wondering, Hanzo voices the same guy who does Kiryu. And I didn't actually know that until very recently, because I hadn't really played any Yakuza games, but yeah. If you listen closely, it's the exact same voice he does for Kiryu.
やけどするぜ。私が行く。やけどするぜ。やけどするぜ。行くよ。私の出番か。やけどするぜ。やけどするぜ。私の出番か。やけどするぜ。やけどするぜ。
そうでなってはな。
一番槍の絶好の機会です。
やけどするぜ。やけどするぜ。
お呼びでしょうか。
援護しよう。やけどするぜ。やけどするぜ。援護しよう。
一緒にかぶこうか。大谷業務参上した。
さて、うん。
どするぜ。やけどするぜ。
関雲長が義の刃この戦場にて示さぬ。
お任せを。援護しよう。やけどするぜ。援護しよう。大船に乗った気でいな。
Alright, end of the run. End of the run's coming up, and the end of the stream, because it's 2:30 in the morning. We'll do some more runs later. Not tonight.
やけどするぜ。やけどするぜ。私の出番だ。
今じゃ畳みかけろ。
さて本気で行くとしますか。いいんじゃないの。
1.5 cycle.
行くとしますか。
I have to wonder if, like, the reason why this game only has, like, 2 paragraphs of story is because doing any kind of cutscenes for this would require so many voice actors to come back. I was just thinking about that. This game has, like, about as much story as a NES game. Which I don't mind. I don't play games like this with a story. But I was just thinking about why it's like that. Probably really hard to do voice acting for these games, because there's just so many actors. Some of them voice multiple characters, but it's still a lot of people, for sure. Probably, maybe they did the recording sessions at different times, because, like, Ling Tong, the character I'm playing, his voice actor passed away a couple months ago. And, he's still the voice actor in Origins. He has a pretty prominent role in the game, towards the end. Apparently they recorded the voice lines, like, way before.
やけどするぜ。援護しよ
お呼びでしょうか。
う。援護しよう。やけどするぜ。援護しよう。今こそ敵軍を消滅せよ。さて本気で行くとしますか。いいんじゃないの。私の出番か。私が行こ
お呼びでしょうか。
GG's. Look at how fast dodge cooldown is when you have max speed. It's like half a second. And you get 3 dodges. You're invincible during all of this. GG's. Yeah, so for him you want to build flame and speed. Flame and speed is what you build with him. That was almost a sub 40 run. Not bad. He's actually pretty decent in this game. He's my favorite character, if you guys know. Always has been. He's surprisingly good in this game. Anyway, that's gonna do it for tonight, folks. It's 2:30 in the morning. I'm glad the friends from Europe were able to attend the stream. There will be another one probably, I don't know, 8 or 9 hours. 8, 9, 10 hours. I don't really have a schedule. I stream when I feel like it. But yeah, we'll do some more research on getting some of those videos. That's why it says video homework. I'm trying to figure out the builds for some of the characters. I'm gonna try to do a bunch of characters because if you guys want to see here, hold on, let me give you guys visuals. The only achievements I have left is to beat the game with 20 characters. That's all I have left. This is actually bugged. It's not showing that I did these ones. But I need like probably 14 or 15 more clears. So I figure while I'm doing that, I will make some guides, show people how to build certain characters, and we'll go from there, I guess. As I get more weapons, I'll do more. But I did purchase... where is it? I did purchase this game. I'm not like super big into Yakuza games, but I did like Lost Judgment. I also liked Gaiden. Gaiden was a lot better with the mods, but this game, I played the demo, it was really fun. So you guys funded part of that. You guys funded like half of it. So we'll be checking that out on the 20th. I also have a very exciting announcement in a few days. I signed an NDA, so I can't say any more than that, but there's going to be a very exciting opportunity for me coming up in the next few days. So I don't really know what that's going to entail yet. When I can let you guys know, I will. But we'll be playing Warriors Abyss throughout. I don't want to get burnt out on it, but I will get all the achievements, because this is like one of the only Musou games that doesn't have a batshit insane, mega grindy 100% achievements. I'm not really an achievement hunter. I really only do it when this is basically just play everything that's in the game. I'll do it for that. But like Musou games are known for having some of the stupidest achievements. I'll show you one of the worst achievements I've ever seen. It's the achievement for Warriors Orochi 4. Now, I've played this game for 120 hours, and I could tell you Maybe if I focused all my time on getting the achievement, I could have done that, but it's boring and pointless, so I never did it. I'll show you the achievement. The achievement is to get 100 different types of weapons. Well, that takes multiple runs per character. You have to craft 100 of them. And what's worse is that they don't even do anything interesting. They just make you do more damage. If it had given you like unique perks or something, I probably would have done it. But I've heard from people that have done it, it takes hundreds of hours. And it's like not at all fun. Like, as much as I play Musou games, I almost never get all the achievements. I did for Pirate Warriors 4. Because the achievements for this was pretty much just play all the content in the game, which I'm cool with. I'm cool with doing that. I'm not cool with do like 800 hours of a really boring grind for a useless achievement. But we will get the 100% for this game. So I'll make a bunch of guides as I go, and I hope you guys will enjoy them. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm gonna get some rest. Pretty sure I have to work in my neighbor's house today, so I probably won't play this game, actually. I'll probably play some Astral Ascent. I don't really want to start any new games right now because Pirate Yakuza is in a few days, and then I have the opportunity that I can't really mention in detail is coming up very soon. So I need to free up some time for that. So we're just going to play random shit for the next few days. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.